Hey guys, my name is Sergey and I'm a native Russian speaker who has been studying English for a long time now. I live in a small Russian town and I don't have a lot of English speakers around, so I know that one of the biggest challenges that a language learner might have, not necessarily English learner, just any language learner, is how to practice speaking a foreign language when you don't have anyone to speak it with, and how to develop fluency, how to speak more fluently in that foreign language if you don't have anyone to practice it with. So today I'm gonna tell you about an interesting exercise that might help you to develop fluency in a foreign language and practice that foreign language even if you don't have any conversational partners. The exercise is called 3-2-1 and is based on the exercise I learned from Professor Paul Nation. He's an expert in language acquisition, so I'm not gonna talk a lot about him. If you are interested, I do recommend you watching his videos and learning his and reading his articles. I'm gonna leave all the necessary links in the description box. Although actually there's something I need to tell you about his work before we continue. According to Professor Paul Nation, there are 4 criteria to a fluency activity. So if you want to develop fluency, especially on your own, you need to follow these 4 criteria. Number 1, the message should be meaning focused. It means that you are supposed to actually be getting your point across. For example, you might be telling a story, telling a joke, give instructions for something, and so on. It also means that you are not supposed to read a text written by someone else. It's supposed to be something that goes from your head, from your mind. Number 2, if you are focusing on developing fluency, the message should not be complicated. It should be easy, because your goal is not to use a lot of fancy vocabulary or complicated grammar. Your goal is to develop fluency. By the way, by fluency I mean the ability to speak without very long pauses between the words and sentences. It doesn't have to be eloquent, complicated, super fast. It just needs to be flowing naturally and effortlessly, as if you are speaking your first language. So when you're practicing speaking and you're focusing on developing fluency, not vocabulary, not grammar, fluency, you should be speaking about something that you know very well. Criteria number 3, there should be some pressure for you to go faster. And by faster I don't mean a very fast speech, I mean speaking probably relatively slowly but without making long pauses between the words and sentences. And number 4, there should be enough quantity of practice. So practicing for 1 minute a day is probably not enough. The exercise that I'm talking about implements all the 4 criteria and you can do it on your own. I call that exercise 3-2-1 because you need to say the same thing in 3 minutes, then 2 minutes, then 1 minute. Each time your speech will be more fluent and even more accurate. So how do you do the exercise? Step number 1, make a list of questions to yourself. They should be very easy to answer in the foreign language that you are practicing. For example, what were you doing this morning? What is your favorite movie about? What would you do if you met aliens? And so on. Something that you can talk about for a few minutes. Step number 2, grab your phone, turn on the video camera, hit the record button and start recording yourself answering that question for 3 minutes. Your speech doesn't have to be eloquent, you don't need to use any complicated grammar or fancy vocabulary, just keep speaking and speaking. Don't worry if you make mistakes, this is a quite difficult exercise. You will make mistakes, it's just inevitable. It's normal to make mistakes. If there is still much time left but you've already answered the question, just keep going, just keep talking on something related to that question. It doesn't really matter what exactly you're talking about. It doesn't matter whether it is the truth or not. It doesn't matter whether it really actually makes sense. So if you are talking about what would you do if you met aliens, it doesn't have to be the real scenario, what you would do if you met aliens. No one will be able to check it anyway. Once you have finished recording the video, watch it and see what exactly mistakes you have made, because I'm pretty sure there would be a lot of mistakes. Don't worry about the mistakes, by the way, it's normal to make them, it's inevitable to make them. Then go to the following step. Take the phone, hit the record button and say the same thing, the same story, the same content, but this time in 2 minutes, not in 3 minutes, in 2 minutes. Again, you don't have to be eloquent, you don't have to be super accurate, you don't need to be telling the truth, you just need to say the same thing in 2 minutes. By doing this, you will be forcing yourself to speak more fluently. Moreover, most likely you will be making fewer mistakes. Then watch the video if you want to see if you've made any mistakes and go to the following step. Probably you already know what to do. Grab your phone, record the video of yourself speaking the same thing, but in just 1 minute. It's going to be the most fluent and the most accurate attempt, of course. The whole activity is gonna take just 6 minutes if you don't watch the videos and 12 minutes if you watch the videos. I must say it's not a very easy exercise. I mean, for a lot of people it's pretty hard to start speaking on camera, even in their first language, but this is something that you can get used to. From my experience, this exercise is not like miraculous, but it helps developing fluency pretty well, especially if you don't have any other options. Of course, the best way to practice speaking is to have meaningful, interesting, fun conversations with people who speak that language very well. But if you don't have that option, that exercise might help you very much too. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it's gonna help you in your language learning journey. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. And see you next time. Bye!